What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over a lot of recent Fortnite news and leaks. I know not everybody has Twitter and not everybody has time to follow like every leaker or news source on Twitter to stay up to date with Fortnite news. So I thought I would make this video going over basically all the info we've gotten recently, because we've gotten a lot of info about a potential event this season, upcoming collabs, and even some changes that might be coming to the game next season. So if you guys do find this video informative or helpful or entertaining, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below if you would like to see me make more news styles videos like this one. Like I said, I know not everybody uses Twitter, but just let me know if this is something that you guys find helpful. And the first thing we're going to start off with is going to be the return of the 50v50 mode, potentially, along with some OG weapons. According to Hypex, Hypex said 50v50 is set to return soon, and it is marked as a default mode with the name Big Battle Zero Build, but it's only 40v40 this time. It has skill-based matchmaking, no respawn, the storm is more lethal, there's shorter matches, and you start with the OG Tac shotgun, the OG burst AR, 4 minis, and 10 bandages. So I think this will be a really interesting mode for newer players that have gotten into the game with zero build to potentially like get practice fighting. But 50v50 wasn't really that successful of a mode, if I remember correctly. Like when it first came out, it was pretty hype, but the hype quickly died down and people kind of lost interest in this mode until it eventually got replaced with like Team Rumble or Food Fight, or there was like a payload type mode, I believe, at one point as well. But the return of 50v50 is kind of crazy, and I feel like a lot of players will be super excited just to use the OG Tac and the OG burst AR. I'm not sure if he means the FAMAS looking burst AR or the actual OG Fortnite burst AR. We'll have to see how that goes. But just the OG Tac alone, we have not been able to use at all in Chapter 3. So I know a lot of people will be really excited to see that. Another thing that I know a lot of people were excited to see this season, but it ended up getting scrapped for whatever reason, is going to be the motorbikes. And it seems like they're actually coming next season. Once again, from Hypex, one of the best sources for information in the Fortnite community. They said Epic removed everything related to motorcycles from the game. Usually when they do this, the affected item gets released in the following season. So maybe a release in Season 4. And a lot of people thought the motorcycles were going to be coming this season. I believe it was even shown in the trailer. You could see one underneath the water, like in the 0 point or whatever. But it ended up not coming. We thought it would be a part of the summer update, but I feel like something went wrong with the summer update, because we expected it to have a lot of different content like concerts, skating, potentially the motorcycles, and it just turned out to be underwhelming and not have very much content. So I feel like the summer event we got is definitely not what was planned, and it seems like motorcycles will be coming next season, and this will definitely be interesting to see. One thing I personally would want to see, and I know I'm kind of weird for this, is if they removed cars and just had motorcycles instead. That way we would have transportation, and it could be good, useful transportation, you know? But you wouldn't just be able to get in it and completely flee from a fight while the opponent shooting at you has like very little chance to hit your shots, or to hit shots on you, sorry. I don't know. Personally, I just really hate it when people just get in cars and drive away all the time, and that seems to be a really prevalent playstyle in Fortnite. The next event or leak is going to be about the event, and that is going to be that we might have an Eminem concert this season. If you guys were unaware, the Icon radio station, which plays in the cars and games, all the songs on the Icon radio were changed to Eminem, and Epic themselves even tweeted about this and acknowledged it and like made the change known to everybody who follows the Fortnite game account on Twitter. But a lot of people think we might actually be seeing an Eminem concert in game. I believe in the past when they've done this with the radio stations, we haven't had the radio stations for long, but the collab with the artist and the radio stations, the entire Icon radio being Eminem, and Epic themselves even tweeting about it, definitely seems like it's something that could be coming. We haven't had much information at all about the event this season. We've had like kind of the tree changing the map over time, but the storyline hasn't really been progressing as much as it was last season. You know, by this time last season, it was very obvious that the 7 and the IO were fighting, and they were eventually going to be fighting over the 0 point, but we just don't really have that much to go on for the story this season, so we might not see a story event, and we might just see a concert. There also was the stage that was made in the water near the Foundation statue for like seemingly no reason at all up to this point, so I think it would make a lot of sense for there to be a concert. And one interesting fact about the concerts is, since there has been a concert in Fortnite, there has been one every 5 seasons. So the Marshmallow concert happened in Chapter 1, Season 7. 5 seasons later, in Chapter 2, Season 2, we had the Travis Scott concert. And then 5 seasons after that, in Chapter 2, Season 7, we had the Ariana Grande concert. So this would be 5 seasons from Chapter 2, Season 7. They're changing the radios to have Eminem on it. I think it makes sense that we may see an Eminem concert come to the game. I know this is something a lot of people would be excited for. Personally, I'm not too into the Fortnite concerts, and I would much rather have a story-related event. But I believe in Chapter 2, Season 2, for sure, we had the Device event along with the Travis Scott concert. And I believe in Chapter 2, Season 7, they had an event along with the Ariana Grande concert. So we might end up seeing an Eminem concert plus a story-related event, but we'll have to see how it goes. Speaking of next season's storyline, the Storm King may be returning, according to HypeX, that they've been working on it and updating it somewhat recently. And also, one thing interesting that I thought was really cool was the Egyptian Fortnite leaker tweeted about sand tunneling getting updated for some sort of goo tunneling in a viscous liquid, and this made me think of the Purple Lake and Loot Lake right away. At the time, we bounced on it, but there was no the physics in the game was just completely different. So we might see some sort of Purple Lake happen in a viscous liquid or a biome or something along those lines with some sort of tunneling in it. I didn't play when sand tunneling was in the game, but a lot of people liked it. So we might see some sort of goo tunneling along with the Storm King coming to the game. Would make sense with next season being taking place in October. So the Fortnitemares will obviously happen, and they love bringing the zombies back. And I believe there was a Storm King LTM last time where you would fight the Storm King. We might see that again, but we also might see some sort of biome change with some sort of purple goo viscous liquid that you tunnel around in. Should be interesting. And then the next thing that we have to talk about is not something I'm excited about whatsoever, and that is going to be melee weapons. Apparently, Epic have been working on melee weapons for a long time, and this is not your pickaxe. This is an actual weapon. And HypeX said melees were updated recently, and it looks like combos are going to use energy, like how sprinting and climbing does, so your stamina. And we might actually get a throwing axe like they had that was leaked in late Chapter 2. So I know a lot of people have wanted melee weapons. Personally, anytime they've been added, they've been kind of busted, or just useless. The Infinity Blade was really broken in Chapter 1, Season 7. And then we had, the lightsabers and the Kingsman Umbrella, and there may have been others in the seasons where I wasn't playing. But I just never have thought melee weapons were too good in Fortnite. And it's not something I'm really excited to see in-game, but I'm sure many people would be because I get asked about it a decent amount. So I know it's something that a lot of people would like to see in-game. The rest of this video is going to be all about collabs because we have so much information about collabs. There was a trusted source who has tweeted about things in the past that said, this upcoming week, we are either getting a Doom collab, a Family Guy collab, Lord of the Rings. We're getting one of those this upcoming week. And I think it's going to be Doom. Everyone seems to kind of think it's going to be Doom because currently on Epic Games, all of the Doom games are discounted, as you'll see here. And Doom 64 is actually free. So I think it kind of makes sense if you're going to collab with one of those things and bring them to the game. It makes sense to kind of do it while all the games are on sale and while one of them is free. That kind of, that makes sense. Lord of the Rings, I think, is also actually happening. You'll see in this screenshot here, there's a sandcastle on the edge of the map in the beach. And it's been made to resemble Helm's Deep. When I initially saw this, I thought it was a reach. I was like, really, a castle looks like a castle. Cool. But even if you look on the side, how they have the what was the platform in Helm's Deep, and on this castle they just have the side thing. It looks very similar to Helm's Deep, and I think that we could see a Lord of the Rings collab coming to the game soon. That'd be really cool. And Family Guy has been something that has been hinted at for a while. And people thought it was going to be this season, and it wasn't, so Family Guy could come to the game. Destiny 2, for some reason, also. I don't know where this came from, but I've seen so many leakers tweet that we're getting a Destiny collab at some point. I'm sure a lot of you like Destiny. I know you do because I see you compare some aspects of this game to Destiny. I saw someone compare the Fusion Rifle to the Charge SMG yesterday in one of my video comments. So I know a lot of people would be interested in a Destiny 2 collab. Personally, I'd be pretty scared. The Kamehameha is OP enough. Imagine if we got some sort of mythic Gjallarhorn in the game. I think that would be so broken and just very scary to play against. Next, Patrick Mahomes should be getting a icon skin in-game, and he actually posted on his Instagram story this picture of these pickaxes, which should be his in-game pickaxes. This is an NFL player. I believe he plays for the Chiefs. I don't follow the NFL. But I'm sure, once again, many people are fans of that sort of thing, and they'd be really excited to see that come to game. And then this final thing is a new leak that we just got today, or a new rumor that we just got today, and that is going to be a Breaking Bad collab potentially being in the works. So Gustavo Fring, who is a character in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, was mentioned in an Epic Games survey where they kind of gauge people's interests about certain collabs. And you might be like, who cares? It's a survey, whatever. The Dragon Ball Z collab the first like kind of inkling or information we got about that came from this one of these surveys. So there's several instances in the past where they put these surveys out to gauge interests about sort of things, and then those things do end up coming to the game. So we may end up seeing a Gustavo Fring or Breaking Bad collab in the future, or Better Call Saul. One of those, they're all in the same universe, but I think that would be really interesting. Personally, I think it's a pretty good show, but it's kind of overrated to an extent. I know a lot of people are going to hate on me for that, but I like The Sopranos and The Wire more, which are kind of chosen in a similar genre. But that is going to be it for this video, and all this news and information, just basically a roundup of recent leaks that we've gotten in the Fortnite community. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know. Like I said, I maybe could make more videos like this in the future. I've kind of made videos like this for like Dragon Ball Z collab, or just what to expect with like a new season. But there's always news and there's always rumors and leaks going around in the Fortnite community. And like I said earlier in the video, I know not everybody uses Twitter. I know not everybody wants to follow like every Fortnite news account on Twitter, and then also stay up to date with that is actually a decent amount of work. There's just so much information all the time in the Fortnite community. So if you guys found this video helpful, let me know in the comments below. Give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.